Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll, is an iconic figure in American music and pop culture. Born in Tupelo, Mississippi in 1935, Elvis's rise from humble beginnings to global superstardom is legendary. His electrifying voice, charismatic stage presence, and groundbreaking fusion of musical genres revolutionized the music industry in the 1950s and 1960s, with hits like Heartbreak Hotel, Hound Dog, and Jailhouse Rock. Elvis dominated the charts and became a cultural phenomenon, breaking down racial barriers and setting new standards for performance and entertainment. Despite his monumental success, there is a lesser-known side to Elvis's career that often goes overlooked. While his music and live performances are celebrated, his Hollywood career was a source of profound dissatisfaction. This aspect of his life is rarely highlighted, but significantly shaped his later years. In this video, we delve into why Elvis Presley, the man who seemed to have it all, utterly hated his movies. We explore the reasons behind his disdain, the struggles he faced in the film industry, and the impact this had on his life and legacy. Join us as we uncover the truth behind Elvis's cinematic journey and his off-screen battles. 6. Background. Elvis Presley's rise to stardom began in the early 1950s when he recorded "That's All Right" at Sun Studio in Memphis. This song's unique blend of rhythm and blues with country music, combined with Elvis's distinctive voice and energetic performance, quickly captured the attention of audiences and radio stations. By 1956, he had signed with RCA Records and released Heartbreak Hotel, which became a #1 hit. His debut album, Elvis Presley, also topped the charts, solidifying his status as a national sensation. Television appearances, particularly on The Ed Sullivan Show, showcased his dynamic stage presence and signature hip-swaggling dance moves, challenging social norms and earning him the title of the King of Rock and Roll. Colonel Tom Parker, born Andres Cornelis Van Kuijs, became Elvis's manager in 1955 and played a crucial role in his meteoric rise. Parker's shrewd business acumen secured lucrative contracts, high-profile television appearances, and extensive tours, maximizing Elvis' exposure and earnings. However, Parker's influence extended beyond business deals. He exerted significant control over Elvis's artistic decisions, particularly in his film career. Parker prioritized quantity over quality, leading Elvis to star in a series of formulaic musicals and romantic comedies that, while commercially successful, frustrated Elvis, who wanted to take on more serious roles. Parker's management style, focused on profitability and control, shaped Elvis's career profoundly. 5. Elvis's movie career. Elvis Presley transitioned from music to movies through the strategic efforts of his manager, Colonel Tom Parker. Recognizing Hollywood's potential to elevate Elvis's fame, Parker orchestrated his film debut in 1956 with Love Me Tender. The film's success demonstrated the profitability of combining Elvis's music with his on-screen presence, setting the stage for a prolific film career. This move was designed to expand Elvis's appeal and cement his status as a versatile entertainer. Elvis's film career primarily consisted of musicals, romantic comedies, and lighthearted dramas. His early films like Jailhouse Rock and King Creole showcased his dynamic stage presence and vocal talent. As his career progressed, movies like Blue Hawaii, Viva Las Vegas, and Girls followed a predictable formula. Elvis as a charming protagonist in picturesque settings, surrounded by beautiful women, overcoming lighthearted challenges, and delivering catchy musical numbers. These films emphasized his charm and musical abilities over dramatic depth. Elvis's movies were commercial successes, drawing large audiences and generating significant box office revenue. However, they were often criticized for their lack of substance and artistic ambition. Critics lamented the formulaic plots and repetitive roles, arguing that the films failed to showcase Elvis's potential as an actor. This tension between commercial success and critical disapproval contributed to Elvis's growing frustration with Hollywood, as he felt his talents were not fully utilized or respected. 4. Reasons for disliking his movies. Elvis Presley had little control over his film career, with his manager, Colonel Tom Parker, making most decisions. Parker prioritized profit over artistic input, often presenting Elvis with scripts he had no say in. This lack of creative control left Elvis increasingly disillusioned, as he was forced into roles that didn't align with his artistic ambitions. Elvis was frequently typecast in formulaic roles, often playing charming, good-natured heroes in predictable plots. Films like Blue Hawaii and Fun in Acapulco followed a repetitive structure, which bored critics and frustrated Elvis. This typecasting prevented him from exploring his range as an actor and stifled his growth. Elvis aspired to be recognized as a serious actor, admiring talents like Marlon Brando. However, his constant stream of light-hearted musicals left little room for dramatic roles. This artistic frustration grew as Elvis realized his film career was not meeting his expectations, leaving him feeling trapped and unfulfilled. Colonel Parker's focus on financial gain led to Elvis being cast in numerous subpar projects. Parker prioritized quick profits over artistic quality, resulting in formulaic and uninspired films. This dominance left Elvis feeling powerless and resentful, as these movies failed to fulfill his artistic ambitions despite their commercial success. In summary, Elvis's film career suffered from a lack of creative control, repetitive typecasting, and significant artistic frustration due to Colonel Parker's influence. While commercially successful, these films did not allow Elvis to realize his potential as an actor, leaving him disillusioned with Hollywood. 3. Personal reflections. Elvis Presley often expressed his dissatisfaction with his film career. He once remarked, "The only thing worse than watching a bad movie is being in one," highlighting his regret over the quality of many of his films. He referred to his movies as travelogues and merry-go-rounds, criticizing their lack of depth. During the filming of Clambake, Elvis reportedly threw his script in frustration, calling it garbage. These anecdotes reveal his deep-seated discontent with the repetitive and uninspired roles that failed to challenge him or showcase his true talent. Friends and colleagues frequently spoke about Elvis's frustration with his film career. Red West, part of Elvis's inner circle, recalled Elvis saying, "I just want to do something with substance." Director Jerry Schilling remembered Elvis confiding, "I feel like I'm in a rut, doing the same thing over and over." Priscilla Presley also noted how Elvis would come home from the set disheartened, longing for more serious roles. These insights show a man deeply conflicted, yearning for artistic fulfillment that his film roles never provided. 2. The turning point. By the late 1960s, Elvis Presley's interest in making movies had significantly declined. After years of starring in formulaic films that offered little artistic challenge, he felt increasingly disillusioned with his Hollywood career. This dissatisfaction led him to shift his focus back to live performances. The pivotal moment came in 1968 with the 1968 Comeback Special, where Elvis, dressed in black leather, delivered electrifying performances that reignited his connection with live audiences. This special revitalized his career and led to a series of successful live shows in Las Vegas and extensive touring, allowing him to reconnect with his fans in a way that movies never could. Elvis occasionally expressed his frustration with his film career publicly. In a 1969 press conference after the success of his Comeback Special, he admitted he was tired of making the same types of movies and wanted more serious roles. Another significant moment was during an early 1970s interview when he reflected on his film legacy, saying, "I can't say I'm proud of them all. Some were good, some were not so good." These candid admissions, along with stories from friends like Priscilla Presley about his private frustrations, highlighted his desire for more substantial and meaningful work. His return to live performances marked a reclaiming of his identity as a musician and entertainer, fulfilling a need for artistic expression that his film career never fully satisfied. 1. Legacy of Elvis's movies. Elvis Presley's film career significantly influenced his overall career and public image. During the 1960s, his movies expanded his audience beyond music fans to moviegoers, solidifying his status as a cultural icon. However, the formulaic and often mediocre quality of these films eroded his artistic credibility. Critics and fans began to view him as a Hollywood product rather than the revolutionary musician he was. Despite this, the volume of his work kept him in the public eye, maintaining his popularity. Elvis's frustration with being typecast drove him to return to live performances, where he reclaimed his artistic integrity and revitalized his career, particularly through the 1968 comeback special. Today, Elvis's movies are seen as either cult classics or forgotten projects. Films like Jailhouse Rock, Viva Las Vegas, and Blue Hawaii are cherished for their nostalgic charm, catchy soundtracks, and Elvis's charisma, achieving cult status and appealing to both old fans and new generations. Conversely, many other films, such as Harum Scarum, Clambake, and Paradise, Hawaiian Style, have faded into obscurity, remembered mainly by die-hard fans or film historians for their weak plots and formulaic nature. Despite this mixed reception, Elvis's movie career remains a fascinating part of his legacy, reflecting the tension between commercial success and artistic aspirations. Conclusion: Elvis Presley was deeply dissatisfied with his movie career. Despite their commercial success, he felt creatively stifled and frustrated by his lack of control over roles. His manager, Colonel Tom Parker, prioritized financial gain, leading to repetitive and uninspired projects. Typecast in formulaic roles, Elvis yearned for more serious acting opportunities. His frustration was evident in both private conversations and occasional public comments, highlighting his unfulfilled potential and desire for meaningful work. Elvis Presley's legacy is a blend of his revolutionary impact on music and his less satisfying but profitable film career. As the king of rock and roll, Elvis broke racial barriers and influenced countless artists with his electrifying performances. His film career, while expanding his fan base, limited his artistic growth and left him feeling unfulfilled. Despite this, his charisma shone through, adding to his enduring mystique. His return to live performances in the late 1960s allowed him to reclaim his artistic integrity and showcase his true talent. We'd love to hear your thoughts on Elvis Presley's movies and career. Did you enjoy his films, or do you share his frustration? What are your favorite Elvis movies, and why? How do you think his film career impacted his overall legacy? Share your insights in the comments below. Like this video and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the lives of your favorite stars. Let's continue celebrating and examining the life of Elvis Presley together.